Good evening, good evening. We're going to play a few blitz games here. 3 plus 2. With 3 plus 2 time format, you want to play fast from ball 1. You have no time to take time. 3 minutes is nothing. You don't have time to plan a big attack. Investing time into such a thing comes at a very big risk that you end up wasting time and still not getting much of an attack. So in 3 plus 2, it's ironical because in 3 plus 2 you would think you have infinite time uh, due to the increments. But in reality, mm, you don't. In reality, you're going to run out of time and you're going to start blundering because you're so low on time. So it's really important in 3 plus 2 to keep good control of the clock. Super good control of the clock is paramount. It's paramount. There's no other way to put it. This is an interesting maneuver in these kind of positions. You don't want to necessarily break up the structure. And you still need to do something with the knight. So this kind of maneuver is very common in these more conservative black positions. Now black's idea is fairly rational, fairly normal. I think ideas like this come very conveniently, focusing on this target. This bishop being here is adding more juice to the mix, so I quite like the idea of going for the jugular. I like the idea of going for the jugular in this kind of a situation. I'm not 100% sure what's the right move, but I just needed to make some move. Now I think we have such good control. Okay, now it's actually a bit critical because I don't think I should capture. I think I'll play this. Open up the queen for this possibility and keep the optionality of getting the knight in the way still. And this capture here, I feel comfortable. I feel better knowing that he has to capture with the pawn, which would block up his rook's line of sight on this pawn. If he takes it with the pawn here, then I think he's just losing material. What he is definitely losing is valuable seconds. We're just playing it cool and easy here, making sure that our b pawn stays protected. So does the g pawn, but he's still going for it. You see this guy? You see it, right? He's a nasty bugger. All right, that's enough of this bullshit. It's time to launch the grenades. Yeah. You play ball? We play ball too. Okay. So he took it. Okay, well, we don't mind that. Let's see if he tries this. I don't. I'm a bit underestimating it, maybe, but I really don't believe in this. I have a hard time seeing that one could manage to make a queen on a board where you have the triple whammy guarding it, not to mention the bishop. Ain't gonna happen, sonny boy. But he does have other ideas which he can try to execute and should definitely try to execute. So let's not get too cocky or anything. That's not the point. I think I played that move a bit quickly, but I think this bishop does a good job on this diagonal, and he's now taking a little bit of a risk, you see, by keeping his eye off the bishop. He's taking a minor risk. Have to consider queen here, takes to check. Does it do enough? No. So I will hold the balance, holding the bishop. And very soon I'm now going to, oh, okay, we're still holding the balance. This knight, by the way, is the only piece that could potentially threaten to help make a queen. But in order for that, he's got to manage this maneuver here. So now he's only got 20 seconds left. The clock is ticking. The clock really is ticking. And I'm feeling a little bit ambitious too at the moment. Things are heating up quite a bit. What if I go after it? It's an aggressive move. Okay. And we also throw a grenade down the line here, just to add a little extra juice. He's going after us. No, he can take the bishop, but it's not enough. So now we got queen check, which is really powerful. And maybe another queen check. Oh, he went there, so we'll get bishop check. Queen check. Always got to be just a little bit patient there with the attack. Make sure he doesn't squirm out of the trap. He is squirming quite well, but he's at least losing significant material here. So that's just enough. All right. Quite a good game. I think we played fairly well because we played in quite good control. I felt like I had decent grip on the position, but it only really became a huge advantage towards the end, it seems. So let's have a look. So the first 15 moves or so are relatively flawless. Not flawless, but this is not the right idea. I should have taken it. Thing is, I see the point. Because of that pawn there, it disrupts this even further. So maybe there's a bit more merit in doubling up over here when you're able to wreck up some of this portion and also gang up later on with the knight. So it kind of makes sense, okay? So he really went for it, and now we threw our knight out there, but it wasn't quite a good thing. And he's actually ahead in the game here. He's +1. +1. But he takes that pawn. Man, this game is messed up. Okay, I could have been very hostile very early on. So he thinks attacking right away is the best way, forcing the king to move. Then what? It's not clear. Follow up anyway. So here we didn't take the pawn because we were afraid of getting extra pressure piling up on our bishop, which is reasonable. It's reasonable. I felt I always had this pawn under control, but white is supposedly in the lead here, or was in the lead anyway, but it was always quite close and much easier to play with black than with white. And now you see the attack just comes in very fluently and menacingly, and he can't afford to take the bishop even. He can't afford to take the bishop because queen would capture here and then follow up with mate. Here I maybe should have taken with the bishop first, yeah. Now he allowed me to do it, so I won't miss the second opportunity. But yeah. Alright, well, good game and thanks.